All right, welcome into the show. Creative Crypto here. And in this episode, we are going to talk about the Community Staking Experiment, CSE. This is a staking platform built on Tron. If you're not familiar with how staking platforms work, I'll go over that in this video. I'll also talk about my strategy with this and why I believe this is the most underrated dApp right now on the Tron blockchain. And I'm going to go over why, and I'm going to show you my results from this experiment, because that's what it is, and that's the way I have treated it, as an experiment. So I've gone in and I have a strategy, and I'm going to show you guys how that strategy is panning out and what I plan to do moving forward. Because the way to profit in this crypto space, or in any investment space in general, is to buy in when people are not aware of the project, or they don't believe in it, or they don't think that it's going to last. And that's the time to get in, because that's the time to make the most bang for your buck until it does end up taking off and doing well. So I've seen plenty of projects do that in this space, plenty of times that I wrote off and I didn't even put any effort into, and it just has blown up and taken off. And that's what I believe this community staking experiment will do. So it's very simple. What you do with this, you go into the auction lobby right here. And the best way to get the most bang for your buck with this is you're going to want to use a referral link from yourself. So you're going to want to have two wallets. So the first day you buy in, you're going to have to buy into one wallet just with my referral link or whatever referral link you want. But make sure you then take the referral link from that account. So for example, it would be from this account for me. You go over here to referral, copy your referral link, paste it in another web browser with a different Tron wallet, and use that to buy in from that one. And then moving forward, every time you buy in after that, use that referral link so you get a little bit of kickback and you get some extra CSE to stake. So you can see how these lobbies have gone so far. Right now we're only at 23,000 in the daily entry, very low. I'm actually going to buy in to this one again. I've been buying in a bunch of times because it's just about dollar cost averaging for me at this point, because what I have done is I have pretty much bought in for about 20 or 25 stakes, about that, and I've done them all for 100 days. That is the max that this platform allows, and to me that is very generous and lucrative that they do that, because then they are providing more dividends for everybody else, instead of something like T2X where you could stake for very long periods of time and you don't even get very much rewards if you just stake for the short term. So this one provides that, and it also provides the most lucrative benefits for somebody going 100 days. And 100 days is not even that long at all. And so I'll show you exactly how many stakes I have here in a second. But first, what you're going to want to do is determine if you want to buy into the lobby. You can see how the lobby started out pretty strong with 4.5 million, and then 2 million, and then 3 million. So this does have the potential for that. That's what I'm looking at here. In the beginning, it got a lot of hype. You had the Trevon Jameses, you had others talk about it. But of course, as Trayvon does, he talks about it one time and shoves it to the curb. And so I'm here to show my support to this project because I believe in it, and I think that it's going to be something that'll last for the long term. If you look back to something like Hex, for example, which is very similar to this on the Ethereum blockchain, there were times during the auction lobbies where nobody was buying in. It was so low, you could get Hex for so cheap, and then all of a sudden something changed and it blew up. And everybody that bought in when the times were tough and there wasn't much coming in are the ones that benefited. And that's how I see it with this community staking experiment. It is just an experiment, and that's what I'm treating it as. In fact, a lot of the money that I put into this is just house money from basically my uni tokens and some other things. So this is just all house money basically, and I'm pretty much in ROI right now. So we'll get to the stakes, like I said, in a second, but what you're going to want to do is all you do is you have your Tron Link wallet here. You're logged into your Tron Link wallet. You're going to click on enter the lobby, and then you're going to put in how much Tron you want to put in. So I'm going to put in 500 on this one because it's so low. I can get so much more CSE and dollar cost average, so then I'm not losing my dividends each round, because as the daily entries go lower, of course that's less dividends that you're going to get, because every day 98% of all the dividends that come in are given to the people that are staking. So the more CSE you have staked, the more dividends you're going to get. if this ever started pumping again above 100,000, 200,000, even upwards to 1 million, you would have positioned yourself so well here in the very beginning to profit from that. So you press enter the auction there, and it'll ask you to confirm the transaction in your wallet. I have whitelisted that transaction, so it just goes through automatically. And you can see I stand to receive 48,000 CSE for only 500 Tron. And in the very beginning, when it first started out, to get 48,000 CSE, you had to put in pretty much 50,000 Tron or more. And then as it, as the lobbies got lower, you could get more and more. So that's why it benefits you to see this as an experiment. Don't see this as a daily passive income. Think of it as something long-term that you're putting in here. It's safe, it's on the blockchain. Even if this website disappears, you can interact with the contract, and I know how to do that. So if it does happen, I will show you a video on that. But this project is not going to do that because they're more reputable in this space. And some of the people behind this, I'm trying to learn more of who's running this and what they're doing with that marketing fund that they receive on the first couple days, because the first 2 days goes all to the devs, and then every day after that you get for your stakes. So that is a lot of Tron right there for the marketing funds. So I'm hoping that they come through and do some real marketing with this and just bring this to the masses, because if you're somebody that's buying into, let's say, T2X, for example, which is very similar to this, you can see over here at T2X, they're getting about 100,000 a day. They were getting 300,000, 400,000. It varies. It dips up and down. Like here was a 900,000 day. But if you're somebody that's putting that much Tron into T2X at this point, when we're already at day 143, you are much more beneficial to take that Tron and put it in CSE, because at the early stages of this, you can get much more CSE because of the low amount coming into the auction, and it's so early on that there's not that many CSE staked. There is a ton of T2X being staked right now for long periods of time because they have no limit on how long you can stake. So there's people on here staking for 5 years, 10 years, even longer than that, and they're just getting the dividends and canceling their stakes. And it really doesn't benefit the community to do that. So they have put restrictions over here at CSE. It's not just a copy and paste clone. This is something that they actually thought through and did some number crunching and looked at, okay, if we change it to 100 days, that's much more divs for the community, and that's much more divs that people have to buy in and continue to buy into the project. So that's what I really like about that. Like I said, if you're in T2X, I'm in T2X, I have some. I'm not buying anymore. I'm just using the house money to compound and restake and just continue to put it in. And any divs that I get from T2X, I'm actually using to buy into CSE. At this point, this is much more profitable for you to come over here to CSE and at least pick up, some CSE on some rounds, because right now there's no exchange for this. So you're basically buying into something that could turn into something huge as far as the CSE token goes. You don't know what they're going to do with this token after the auctions end. They could turn this into a yield farming project. They could turn this into a casino. They could have games. They could have something with this that gives some other type of use case for the CSE token other than the staking. So as it sits, the CSE token could be worth, 0.1 Tron, half a Tron, and anything that it's worth is just house money for you. Okay, and I'll show you that because of my stakes here. So you can see I'm going to get about 48,000 plus a little bit more on the referral end, 47 minutes till it ends. So then what you want to do, you're going to go over here to staking, and you'll see all your stakes that you have. And so, like I said, to me, I have treated this as an experiment. I have gone in not trying to profit, just trying to continue to compound and grow this. I don't care about seeing an ROI, even though I have seen a well ROI from this, as you can see all the stakes that I have. So I put my money where my mouth is. I have the vision for this project. As you can see, every single stake that I have is 100 days. And I have done that upwards of 20 times or more here, every single stake. And you can see the nice rewards piling up, and I continue to just pay it forward. So I can number crunch and see how much Tron I'm going to get from these, and I can see how much Tron I want to continue to dollar cost average in. As the lobbies get lower and lower, that's when I'm buying. I am buying in when it's low, because that is the way you make money in this crypto space. You got to buy low, sell high, and continue that process moving forward. So something I want to clarify for people that aren't too familiar with the way these staking platforms work. When you see Tron right here, that is your Tron. Nobody can take that. Not even if nobody else buys into this contract forever. you're going to get this Tron at the end of your stake as long as you let it finish. If you cancel your stake, you're going to lose your tokens and part of your Tron as well. So never cancel a stake. Let it finish. There's no reason to ever cancel a stake, and just let it complete to the very end. And you can see that I'm just continuing to stockpile CSE tokens. After this auction today, I will be over 200,000 CSE tokens. And just on face value, you know, if you look at that 0.1 Tron, I mean, that's 20,000 Tron. So I put way less than that into this, and you can see all the rewards piling up right here. So that's well over 6,000 Tron I have piled up. And you may ask yourself, well, does that strategy really work? To dollar cost averaging every day, you're just recycling the Tron over and over. And yes, you are in a sense, but you're getting free tokens to your wallets that you can stake and earn more from, and eventually you'll be able to sell those on an exchange, or like I said, there could be some other use case for those tokens in the long run. You don't know right now, but you're just buying into something with that in mind. And it's just, to me, it's a much better opportunity than something like T2X, E2X, and the fees are very low on Tron. So let me show you a couple screenshots from my staking and you can judge for yourself. Okay, so this is from November 20th right here. All right, and at this point I was on day 22 of the stakes, and I had about 4,500 Tron in my rewards. Like I said, these are your rewards. Nobody can take them. Nobody, even if everybody cancels their stakes and take their rewards, it doesn't matter. It's locked into the smart contract for you. It'll always be there until you claim it. All right. This one, about 9 days later, you can see that my Tron has gone up to 6,100, and I have about 7 more stakes, about 8 more stakes there, and continue to buy in. Now, I didn't buy in with that much. The amount of Tron that I made here is about the same amount of Tron that I bought in for these stakes 23 through 32. And yet, those stakes really didn't earn me too much yet. As you can see, maybe 400 or 500 Tron right there in those. But yet my Tron is up 1,600 Tron from all these other previous stakes. So this thing is paying. This thing is paying extremely well for how low of Tron is coming into the daily auctions. Can you imagine if this thing started pumping 200,000, 300,000, 400,000 Tron daily in this, and you're positioned now with nice long stakes? You're going to make a boatload, and I'm set to make a boatload if that happens as well. So that's the vision I see for this, and my goal is to continue to do this all the way up to day 100, to where it's basically just all house money, where it's coming in and I'm putting more stakes in. So we'll see if we can do that right now with the Tron that I have in my wallet. But I just wanted to show you that it is paying extremely well, and if you're going to stake in this, definitely do 100 days, because it doesn't benefit you to do anything less. You want to get the full amount of Tron that you can get. So pretty cool stuff, and I'll have over 200,000 of these, like I said. So if you're wondering if this is something that you should get in, if this is a good time, in my opinion, it's probably a better time to get in right now than when I did back here on day 1, because you're going to get much more CSE right now for the stakes. This is a low time in the cycle for this experiment, and you have to let the experiment play out. So there's going to be, volatility up and down, but the time you want to get in this is when it's low. All right. To me, this is a rarity, ever seeing it this low, under 100,000. All right. These are very rare times. And I'm telling you, people are going to look back at this and be like 2-3 months from now and be thinking to themselves, man, why didn't I just buy in a little bit to that CSE when I could have gotten so much more at that time? People said the same thing for Hex. They said the same thing for Gandiji, smart contract. And to me, this is so much better than an hourglass, because you're getting 98% of the dividends back to you, plus you get the tokens. So it's a really cool experiment, and it's something that I think has some legs. So if this is something for you, check it out. Like I said, test it out for yourself, put in a small amount. Even just doing 100 Tron, you can get a good amount of tokens, and you will get some Tron dividends from that. I can show you a couple of these from my stakes here. I don't remember exactly how much Tron I put for each one. I didn't keep track of it that much, but I do know, at least for some of these small ones, like for example this one here, I put in 100 Tron and got 422 CSE on day 8, and I've already earned that back in divs, and it's only been less than 30 days. So if you can get a full ROI on something within 30 days, and then you get the tokens as well, that's just money on top. If the tokens, are ever worth something, there will be a market for these. They will have trading for these in the future, whether it's on a decentralized exchange or any other exchange. There will be a market for these in the future. And it's just, to me, I just can't see why a lot of people don't see it. Maybe because they haven't seen the project, maybe because they haven't done the research and really tested it out for themselves and number crunched and look at how much Tron is coming in and how much they're actually making from it. So check it out. If you're making money, with Tronchain or some of those other smart contracts, and you're looking for something to put your Tron into, I think this is a safe bet to go, because something like Tronchain, yeah, it's going great when money's coming in, but how long can that last? Guaranteeing 300% on every deposit, that is a tough task to guarantee. And so it's better to hedge your bets and take some of that profits and put it into this. And you never know. Like I said, you never know what could happen. People that put it into Hex, they had no idea it would 100x from the time they're buying in early on. And so those people are sitting pretty and profiting substantially right now. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little demonstration here of the community staking experiment. If you want to join the experiment with me, I am more than happy to help you along the way. Leave some comments down below, leave a thumbs up for this video, subscribe for more information about this and more videos on cryptocurrency moving forward. I try to make videos when I can. Of course, it's tough times right now. A lot of stuff going on in the world, so I try to do videos when I can and things that I feel like are very important. And to me, I feel like this is a very important opportunity that you don't want to miss out on. So I hope you guys are staying safe and staying healthy wherever you are in the world. Take care and take charge, and until the next time we will talk again, Creative Crypto out.
Thanks for watching. If this video was helpful and you would love other exciting videos on tech, growing your business and making more money online, kindly subscribe to our channel at Reed School and click the bell notification icon to stay updated on other upcoming videos we create. You can also connect with us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn at Reed School, or visit us at reedschool.com. Have a great time and keep soaring. Bye.